Hey, what's up, zoners? Welcome to the Week 15 Beer Time Breakdown. We got our starts of the week. I'm going to be convincing you and convincing myself to start this wide receiver that is probably available on your waiver wire. And hey, man, I need him to perform to win a fantasy football championship. So let's see how that goes. We also have our secret starts of the week. I've got some players, I think 3 of them, that are definitely available on your waiver wires. We'll go over that. We're going to see what we got right, what we got wrong on Thursday Night Football. Newsflash, a lot wrong, man. That was a crazy game last night. Hey, if that sounds interesting to you, hold on for 7 seconds.
You can do it!
What's up, zoners? This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward, and Jason, the lucky bastard youth and Wolt, coming at you live from the West Coast. This is the Fantasy Red Zone. Today, we've got our starts of the week. Jason, we've got our news and our brews. We're going to be drinking. We've been drinking. Hopefully, you are drinking. If not, that's cool too. We respect your decisions, man. Anyways, Jason, please, before we get into all the good shit, could you please tell the public how they can help this show?
Yeah, if you guys made it this far, if you guys could please hit the subscribe, press the like. We like the likes. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you had anyone playing in that bizarre Thursday night game. We're also on the radio on Spotify, the Fantasy Red Zone.
Jason, my dad texted me this morning. He's like, low total score. Whatever, I said during that last video. I made my voice go real low. I was like, it's going to be a low scoring game. Low scoring game. Whatever the hell I was saying. He texted to me and he's like, oh, you were wrong about that? It's like, I know, dude.
Yeah, don't gotta tell me, Dad. I
was
know.
like, man, every single metric about that game said it was supposed to be low scoring. Low scoring. Jason, that was a ridiculous. I mean, it didn't help. It didn't hurt that they fumbled the ball, the Chargers, like 3 times in a row. Yeah. But man, that was crazy real fast. And I went grocery shopping because I was all like, hey man, don't worry, I'll start watching at halftime. It'll be like 3-0. And yeah, dude, it was like 42-6. I don't even know what the fuck it was.
Yeah, it was 43-0.
No, and Jason,
yeah,
guess who did not start Josh Palmer last night? And I was like, I'm the smartest man in the world, dude. Look at the Chargers.
You have him on your bench?
Yeah, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm dumb as shit. But if it wasn't for that 75-yard touchdown, he would have had a bad night. Watching that game, Jason, I was like, I told you, I went and picked up the Broncos defense. Go pick up the Broncos defense if they are available. The championship weekend, man, they get the Chargers. I forget who they get week 16. No. Week 15. Yeah, week 16, but that's good as well. So check out the Broncos defense real fast. All right, Jason, you ready for some news?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's do it. All right, man. Isaiah Pacheco is out versus New England. There was a report that he had shoulder surgery, dude. I think it came out like 2 weeks ago, and everybody's like, wrong, dude. Fake news. He had shoulder surgery in the offseason, man. You're an idiot. Well, guess what, Jason? He got fucking shoulder surgery. And now he's like out. Who knows when he's going to come back?
If he ever comes back.
And he's going versus, he would have been going versus New England this week. And New England has been killing the run as of late. So I like Jerick McKinnon. I think Jerick McKinnon is the running back to start there with the run defense of the New England Patriots. I think that Jerick McKinnon is probably going to get a receiving touchdown, not passing, receiving touchdown, Jason, this week.
He might get a passing touchdown. Patrick Mahomes ain't doing it.
I was going to say, dude, they need to help out Patrick Mahomes' stats. For sure, he is getting a passing touchdown. I mean, they're not going to give somebody. They're not going to let anybody but Patrick Mahomes throw these goddamn touchdowns.
Well, Travis Kelce might do it just.
I was just going to say, dude.
He might just do it on a whim.
He's like, yeah. I think he wears gloves too, man. He's like Kurt Warner out there.
Yeah.
Jason, Brian Robinson. I can't remember I think you had him last year. I think that's what it was. He is out versus the Rams. The Rams do really well against the run for most of the season, Jason. So Antonio Gibson, I think, is a flex. I think people picked him up last week in our 12-man league. But if Antonio Gibson's out there, I think that you could start him. And I think the Rams are going to score like fucking 40 points, Jason. So they're going to have to keep up. And Antonio Gibson would be a good way to do that.
Yeah, he was almost going to be my start of the week this week, but I am afraid of that other running back, Rodriguez. Was it Chris
Dude,
Rodriguez?
if this was earlier in the year, I'd be all about that Rodriguez. All right, Jason, on to the news that was spoken about all day today. Today is a Friday. This is coming out on Saturday. Brandon Staley, dude, fired along with the GM. And now I think it's the outside linebackers coach is the new head coach. I think you were telling me today, you're like, I'm surprised it wasn't Kellen Moore, man. Me too. And now, like, as much confidence as I had in Kellen Moore, I don't know if I have any confidence in Kellen Moore anymore because goddamn Cowboys are doing better than he ever got them.
Yeah, and I think like it doesn't really matter about Kellen Moore's system without Justin Herbert. It's scary for Keenan Allen owners.
I am a Keenan Allen owner. I rode him all year, dude. I was all about him in the draft. Drafted him, and he broke out. And dude, injuries for my team is just like the worst possible timing. It just sucks.
Yeah, I wish we could predict injuries.
I would just rather like limp into the playoffs with a healthy team, dude. Give it to me.
Yeah.
All right, Jason. Tyreek Hill did not practice and is listed as questionable versus the Jets. He has 458 yards to get 2,000 yards. That's what he's going for. There's 4 games left. That's over 100 yards per game. What's it, like 112 or some shit like that a game? More than that. Whatever I'm trying to say. Close to that. So, Jason, how do you feel about if Tyreek plays, you're playing him, right?
Yeah, no matter what. He was able to come back in and make a little bit of an impact last Thursday night. Was it last Thursday? Last Monday. The thing is with like swollen ankles, if you're not diabetic, it's like I don't know where I was going with that.
You said swollen ankles. I was like, ooh.
I know. Well, okay, when you sprain your ankle, I feel like during the game, it's like when you get it out of your shoe, dude, it starts to really be painful for the next couple of days. Have you ever heard when you sprain your ankle to keep your shoe on?
Was I playing tennis with you, Jason, in our first, with you, Kevin, and whoever the hell, in intermediate? We signed up for tennis at Bakersfield College.
Yeah,
and I know Kevin rolled his right ankle, and it all turned black, and he had to leave immediately. Didn't you do the same thing?
Yeah, when I was waiting for the Xbox 360.
I was out there by myself, man. I was like Forrest Gump.
Well, I didn't do it in tennis. I didn't mind playing football in a parking lot at 3 a.m.
Oh, that's right.
Waiting for the Xbox 360 to come out at Target. We had nothing else to do until 6 a.m. So we'll play some football. Yeah, I sprained my ankle so bad. I was on crutches for a month.
Did Halo 2 come out? Did Halo 2 come out with the Xbox 360, Jason?
I don't think so, because the game that I got with it at the time was Need for Speed.
Back before I played online, man, I thought I was the best Halo player of all time.
Yeah, me too.
And then I was like, holy shit. People are good at this game. All right, Jason. Here we go. CJ Stroud is doubtful versus Tennessee. He was declared out in the morning, then doubtful in the afternoon versus Tennessee. So if Stroud plays, that changes everything, but I guarantee he's not, pretty much. I mean, dude, they need to protect this guy's neck. Protect your neck.
Yeah.
Protect this guy's neck. He's a rookie, and his future is like got a gold jacket hanging on it.
So what's this do for Noah Brown?
I wouldn't start Noah Brown without what's his name? Davis Mills, man. I believed in his rookie year. Then he regressed like his name was Mac Jones. So I would not want to do much with him. I wouldn't be surprised if he did well, but at the same time, like the odds are against all of that.
Yeah. He's not going to injure his neck.
Yeah. Well, Jason, at least you don't get to watch your traded players do amazing, right? Nico Collins was out this morning. He got upgraded to questionable in the afternoon.
What are these reports?
I know. It's only with the Texans right now. I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah, they declare him out and then questionable, but
I need him I have him in the Yahoo League, Tyler, but now I'm like with Stroud out, I don't even know if I want to play him.
I would not play without Stroud. I wouldn't even mess with that. And Jason, therapy session real fast, man. Devontae Adams, I traded him away. And I was so happy. They're like, dude, there was like 4 or 5 touchdowns thrown before Devontae Adams got his. And now Devontae Adams is killing it. And I traded away Puka Nacua, Jason, and then I lost Keenan Allen. I was going to ride with Justin Jefferson and Puka and Keenan Allen. I thought that was great, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, I was riding high, dude. I was the man, and now I'm not the man. So it's just I've been avoiding fantasy football for almost 24 hours, if you can believe that, Jason.
Yeah, I could believe that. It weighs heavy when you see this stuff. Well, I get it. I made some very questionable trades this season when it came to my wide receivers.
But I do want to tell you, all of our listeners, you can only control what you can control. And at the time, my trades made sense and were the smart thing to do. I only didn't, sometimes you're forced to do it with injuries, and I had to do that once, and that sucks. That does not burn as bad. I just have to remember, dude, at the time, that was the best possible odds, man. Just because you lose doesn't mean it was a good, just because you lose doesn't mean that it wasn't a good bet. So if you're out there and you're suffering like me, just know that you're not alone, and don't blame yourself, man. You can control what you can't control.
Yeah. Well said.
At the same time, fuck this shit. I'm going to burn this fucking place down.
We'll burn it all down.
Boom, 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 boom. End it. I'm going to go to Wendy's, eat a spicy chicken sandwich, and then fucking drive off a cliff.
Are there cliffs in where you live?
Yeah, there's a bluff. There's like a bluff by me. I'm in the mountains, goddammit. All right.
That's right.
That's right, Jason. Anyways, moving forward. Chris Olave, Jason, in a walking boot since Monday. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was a game time
Swollen
decision.
ankle?
It's not a high. Don't worry. It's not a high ankle sprain. It's not a high. Well, it's something to do with his fucking ankle. I think it's sprained. So, anyways, they're denying everything about it. But he is a game time decision against the Giants, man, and that sucks. He was just coming on. I can't think if I would want to start Rashid Shaheed. Taysom Hill, I think, is very interesting. I don't know who else you could really start in his place. Juwan Jennings, the tight end, I think, is probably going to be the biggest benefactor.
Juwan Johnson. Yes.
Juwan Jennings is for the 49ers, I think.
Yep.
And if you don't know, then now you know. Jason?
I know.
Jason, this is kind of scary. I do want to talk about this as far as humanizing NFL players. Hayden Hurst is on IR. He went to IR. I don't know if you heard about the story, dude, but he's been suffering amnesia issues. He cannot remember shit. At CRS. Dude, since week 9 concussion, his dad came out and he's like, sometimes he knows who I am and sometimes, blah, blah, blah. It's like, what the fuck, dude? So, man, just remember when you're pissed off about fantasy football, these motherfuckers are sitting in the hospital, don't even know who their fucking parents are.
Yeah, okay, I actually saw something about that, and that took me back to when Hurst was for the Falcons, I believe, and when they played the Cowboys. After the game, Hayden Hurst went to Dak Prescott and was kind of giving him handshakes and be like, "Hey, dude, I appreciate what you bring to mental health awareness."
Oh, I thought he was like, "Hey, man, it was great. Rival tight ends going against each other." He's like, "I'm a quarterback."
He could probably play tight end with his size. Well, yeah, it's a real thing. Mental health illness. We see what's happening to Antonio Brown from this game, So
dude, you're on steroids and you're getting concussions all the time. What do you want these guys to do?
Yeah, starting line.
Woo! Whoop! Seize the table.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, if you have not watched the program, drink a little alcohol and go watch the program. Jason.
Today. Yeah.
Ramondre Stevenson is out again. Once again, you shall remain until you become whole again.
So, who they play? The Chiefs. So, Ezekiel Elliott. Put him in your flex, right?
I think, yeah. And the Chiefs' defense is a good play. I'm starting them this week. I would not be surprised, though, Jason, if somehow Bailey Zappi threw 2 touchdowns and Ezekiel Elliott got a rushing touchdown.
That's probably what could happen.
I know, and it sucks, but I got to do what I got to do.
They'll do all their damage in the first half, and then do nothing in the second.
Jason, this one is heavy for you and I both. I traded away Mostert because of his schedule, and I was like, I bet you Achan's going to kill it when he comes back. And he did, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's what I wanted. Jason, Achane, questionable with toe versus the Jets. I'm gonna go pee real fast. You tell me how you're gonna handle this Achane situation.
I will handle him by putting him on my bench. How serious is this, though? I feel like it was just a couple days ago this came up on the injury report that he did he get it at practice? Are they just being cautious because he may be injury prone this year? What's the deal with the toe? I don't know. Do you know, Joe and Tyler? The only thing you do is put him on the bench and then wait for Tyler to come back.
Are you done?
Sorry, I got lost looking at my dog. She just looking at me all sad.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that sucks. How serious is it? I feel
Oh,
like
the
that just
toe?
like
I think it's
I feel
very
like
serious. He said that he was supposed. So the reports that he was going to practice today. He was expected to practice Friday, and if he practices Friday, I'm okay with him playing.
right, but no practice.
But I don't know. That's the thing is, all I could find was that, and I was like tripping out. I was like, why the fuck is it not telling me anything else? I mean, given I was drinking and that kind of stuff, so I don't know.
Well, that's kind of interesting. I was saying to the zoners that this kind of popped up like midweek, so I don't know how serious. Um. Oh, he was able to work in limited fashion today, what gives him a chance to suit up for this weekend, I guess.
So I like that. That's great for me because I do not want to see Mostert kill it. They are missing their center, Jason. The Miami Dolphins center is out. I can't remember if Teron Armstead is out, but Quentin Williams is the defensive tackle for the goddamn Jets, and now they're missing their starting center, Jason. So Tua Tagovailoa, we were telling you to trade him away. I think that was one of our trade aways before our trade special. Dude,
Yeah.
there's no way with Tyreek Hill injured and the center and all this shit injured. My biggest fear is trading away Mostert. Now, if they're going to be successful, it's probably going to be through Mostert and or I guess Waddle. But I would not expect Tua to have a good day. I wouldn't expect almost anybody other than Mostert to have a good day, and that sucks because I traded away Mostert.
Yeah, and especially if their center is out, you're not going to see like any inside runs.
Yeah, my biggest. So are you going to play Achane if he plays?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's like, are you going to get 30 points or 3 points? With Achane. So it's
That's
like
why
that
he's in the
gamble.
flex. You just described the perfect flex player. Not perfect,
dude. If you give me a flex player, yeah, if you give me a flex player like that, that's amazing. Yeah, I think that's all I have for news, Mr. Jason.
I think Justin Jefferson is expected to play.
Oh, so he is expected to play. His new goal is to reach 1,000 yards for the season, and that would mean averaging over 100 yards per game. Nick Mullins, I want to say, averaged like 230 passing yards a game when he started. God damn it. I think for the 49ers in a very similar system. So just thinking about Kevin O'Connell and how he can handle these quarterbacks. You saw Josh Dobbs. I really like Nick Mullins, dude. I remember when Nick Mullins took the job when I was an Elijah Mitchell owner, I think. And Nick Mullins was amazing for like 3 games, dude. So, Jason? I don't know if you remember this, but he practiced it's like they even did like storylines around him because he was like the new hot deal. He was like Joshua Dobbs, before Joshua Dobbs just ate shit. Yeah. And he's like he practices with game noise in his headphones. He's like, I don't want to practice, give me headphones. And he just people screaming in his ear.
That's intense. He kind of looks like he looks like that dude from Who Are the Millers, like the kid with the eyebrows.
They've got that real. Dude, that guy from We Are the Millers is like our height, Jason. I think he's like 6'3".
Nice.
I just think of We Are the Millers. I think him being some tiny little guy. That fucker is huge, man.
Yeah, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know. I still haven't watched that movie.
Yeah, you don't need to.
I've got to watch that Barbie movie. It just came out on HBO. So guess who's watching that this weekend?
I heard that's a good movie.
I mean, I'm sure it is, but you know what I'd rather be watching, Jason?
Attack on Titan?
Dungeons and Dragons, man. I've had it like queued up in
Oh.
my Amazon Prime for like fucking a month.
That's a fun movie.
I just want to watch it. That's all. But it's okay.
There's one funny part though. Almost
I
made me cry.
I know. I watched on you. I watched on you when he's melting and saying the F word about. All right, dude. What was I gonna tell you? I don't know why I think that's funny. All right, dude. Jason, do you want to go over what we got right, what we got wrong on Thursday night?
Yeah, let me get the Clorox. Clorox.
Oh,
wipes.
the Clorox. All right, guys. I do want to say, please, like, I'm not going to go over all of the metrics and shit, but just remember, like, the Chargers have, like, allowed the fewest points, like the third fewest points over the last 3 games. The goddamn Raiders have scored, like, the third fewest points over the last, like, 3 games. The Chargers, dude, I'm just saying every single metric was like, this game is going to be so low scoring. Little did we know, Jason, that the defense decided to say, fuck Brandon Staley this weekend, finally. They're like, you know what? We want a new coach.
Yeah.
How can we do this? How about we just don't play this week? Okay, that sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference in a clean pocket from the Raiders to the Chargers.
So the Chargers just weren't protecting anybody.
God, no. Especially with a backup quarterback like Stick. You gotta get that dude some time. You didn't get no time.
I'm killing a mosquito right now. And Jason, dude, if I name my kid Easton Stick, I don't know. I know you weren't a baseball player, but they're one of the best bat brands is called Easton. So you're just begging for your kid to be a baseball player.
Oh, that's why you said that in the comments. I was thinking Stick, like he's got a stick and he can use it as a bat.
You know what? I could never afford the Eastons. I was more of a
Wolfle.
Can't remember what the soft brand was. I was always hoping there. I was always on the travel teams, and I would always use the rich kids' bats, which was every kid except me. I do the same shit whenever when I used to play softball, men's softball league. Jason, those bats are like $400, dude. These guys are acting like this is like a I don't even know, dude. They're investing heavily in the slow pitch softball.
You got to put a cork in it, man. Get that pop.
I'm so afraid I'm going to hurt somebody. All right. Oh, yeah, Thursday Night Football, Jason. Let's go. What did you get right? What did you get wrong?
Nothing.
Who was your court? What did you do for who did you say to start on? You got nothing right?
Nothing right.
All right, let's start from the top.
Easton Stick. I said to pause.
Yeah, and I think he got 20 points, dude.
Yeah, he got 17 without the bonus.
And that is an outlier game. It was literally garbage time from like the second quarter on, Jason.
You took my stat from me. It's like that's seriously the most important thing I was going to say about it. It's like, I mean, even when it comes to like the wide receivers, like it was literally garbage time from like all in the second half, because I think they went in at halftime, right? It was like 43-0.
Yeah.
I think 42-0.
Was like the helicopter signal.
Yeah.
Let's go. 4 stringers, get out there, show me what you got.
Yeah, just play more like prevent, and that's just how this game was.
When I saw Josh Palmer got like a 79-yard touchdown, I was like, oh yeah, these motherfuckers weren't even caring, dude. They're like, we're up by 40 points.
Yeah, I mean, Stick also, he had 2 fumbles and an interception, so he had 3 turnovers. I don't even think he reached 300 yards, but he was able to. They kept trying, and he got passing touchdowns, and that allowed him to get to 17 points in the regular league without bonuses. We have a 3-point bonus for any touchdown that's over 50 yards. So that touchdown to Palmer, whatever the yards, it was like a 70 yards, so 70 plus 3 or plus 6 with a touchdown plus 3 for a bonus. So he got 20 points in our league.
Right. Yeah. And the thing is, Jason, I think that this is like to defend ourselves. This is the biggest outlier game, dude. Maybe since like week 1 or week 2, I don't know what it is, but This is going to go down as a huge outlier game. And my only explanation to this, Jason, is that literally the Chargers had like a bad week of practice, and they're like, "Fuck this guy, dude. We're not playing. We're gonna get this guy fired."
Yeah, maybe Antonio Pierce is the real deal. I mean,
They just scored 0 points. Like from 0 points to 63 points. That has not happened since like 1930 something. I was listening to the Dan Patrick show. It's the biggest turnaround of like the last 100 years.
Yeah, and it's crazy to even say this is that Eason Stick. Oh, I just freaking had it. Oh, his completion percentage, Tyler, was 70%. And I'm going back thinking of the first half, and I'm like, no, that's not right. That's not 70%. But then I'm thinking, I'm like, well, in the second half, they gave him everything that they wanted.
3 touchdowns, dude. I mean, I was reading all these articles, and they're like, dude, Quentin Johnson, they're gonna. This is Quentin Johnson time, man. No, Joshua Palmer, and I was like, oh my god. And I was like, you know what, dude? I don't even know who he likes. And you know what? Who he liked? He liked Austin. He liked his running back and his tight end. Joshua Palmer just caught that 79-yard touchdown, dude. If it wasn't for that, he would do terrible. I think that everybody's terrible on this team. Gerald Everett, I would be interested in. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I get through this fucking week, Jason, I've got to start Keenan Allen next time. And I do think Keenan Allen will get way more targets. And I'm going to start him regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, I'm fucked, man. It just sucks. Injuries and it's not even injuries to my players. It's injuries to my players and to their quarterbacks.
Right. That plays a huge. It's a team game. It's a team game, Tyler.
I'm telling you, man. You think you got it all gravy?
I had Everett as like I had him as a pause, but I had him. He was like, I was saying I wasn't too confident about it because there was a good chance that he was going to lean on Everett, and it looked like he did. And I think like in PPR he got like 9 points.
But you said to sit Everett?
Yeah.
What did you say about Austin Eckler?
I said to play. He was my gamble of the week.
Woo!
But when you're not even getting a rushing attempt in the fourth quarter,
I was wondering about this. Like, so did he get injured or no?
No, they just no need to keep him in there in the fourth quarter when they're down by 40.
So, Jason, I do want to pull this up. I know that you suffered greatly in your respect. Nobody respects you. Nobody likes you. It's okay. I'm here for you.
Okay. So bring me down more.
I do want to say, Jason, one of your best calls of all time. Before he even got injured, dude, you said that Austin Eckler, I think, will be outside of the top 10 running backs?
5. So
I mean, he's the top 5, and we're like, oh, shit, that's like fucking nuts.
Yeah, so he won't be a top 5 this year.
Top 30.
Yeah, I think going into the game, he's running back 25.
You call, Jason, I just want to say, you did call for the regression of Austin Eckler. And that was a great call. I mean, that was before the season even started, dude. So that was amazing.
Yeah, it was just the system that he was in. I was kind of worried about.
I was all about Austin Eckler because of the system too. All right, Jason, and you said tight end. What did you say about Jacoby Meyer? Oh wait, no, that's me. Did you go over any of the wide receivers?
Yeah, I said to sit Palmer.
Yeah, which you were right, dude, and I was right, except for that one fucking play.
Well, I also, I'm sticking to this, but I did my video on Tuesday, and Keenan Allen was playing at that time, but
that's true. I didn't even know Keenan Allen was like on the precipice of being called out.
I would have expected that Palmer was going to be the main guy, but I also said to sit Quentin Johnson.
All right. Yeah. So you were over 5.
Yeah. And it came down. I mean, that last touchdown that the Sticks and Johnson scored like that. If they didn't score that touchdown, I would have been fine. At least would have been like half. But that set Quentin Johnson at 10 points, and that gave Sticks 17. And I'm like, nah, whatever.
I don't blame you, dude.
What a game.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. Jason, I said to sit Aiden O'Connell. He got 4 fucking touchdowns.
Like, dude, insane, right? He had like 3 in the first half.
And then they were like, all right, Devontae is like, we got to get Devontae or he's going to be like leaving at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, he's going to be leaving on a
He's going to
jet
get in his
plane.
Rolls Royce and get the hell out of here.
So I wanted to look at his time to throw, and it was 2.79, Tyler. I'm like, so I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, dude, this guy is like chilling. He's waiting for these wide receivers to get open. He's not having to
1,000, 2,
yeah.
1,000, 3, 1,000.
He wasn't getting pressured or anything. He was just waiting back there, waiting for Rucker to do his thing, and then he was able to hit him. And it's like, damn, you can't get to any. You can make any quarterback look good if you're not going to put any pressure on.
Jason, I picked up Amir Abdullah in my league because of Zamir White was already taken. But in my thing, I said to start Zamir White if Josh Jacobs does not play. I gave Josh Jacobs a play, so I said if I had to choose, I would start Zamir White. So I actually got that right.
Yeah, he got over 10, right? You got like 12.
Oh yeah, he got a touchdown on almost 70 yards. So I mean, yeah, he's good. And then I mean, he got. I actually like I want to know if I think that Abdullah is the super hype train guy from the Lions like 5 years ago, right?
And I got him as rookie year. I drafted him as rookie year.
And man, like this fucker, like he kills it. Like I was looking at, like he averages like 12 yards a game, 8 yards a game, whatever. I mean, over 5 yards right here. I was like, dude, if they gave Abdullah like a workload, I bet you he'd be great. And then Jason Brandon Bolden got that touchdown though. I mean,
I know
Zamir White could have had 2 touchdowns.
I know that little what do you call that, wildcat that he did is, I think they also said it was like his first touchdown in like 3 years that he scored.
I was gonna say, I remember when he was hot for he was only good with Tom Brady.
Yeah,
and then Josh McDaniels brought him in, and he's still there. So,
he doesn't get used that much.
But yeah, I didn't even go over Brandon Bolden. And then Jason, I said to start Devontae Adams because of his target shares. It's like 30%, 50%, 52%, 40%, 22%, 30%.
Yeah.
So I mean, you just got to start. You have to start him. You have to.
You do. No doubt about it. You have to do it. And
like
the guy,
Jason, I need Justin Jefferson to outscore him this week. So I need Justin Jefferson to get like 150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he was getting matched up by cornerback Michael Davis. And whoever was going against Michael Davis in this game was getting you some fantasy points. He gave up 6 receptions, 100 yards, and I think 2 touchdowns. And he could not keep up with that game. He couldn't do it. They were picking on him, and it worked out.
So, Jason, do you know who I did not cover in my Thursday video?
Rucker.
Tucker.
Is it Tucker?
It's Trey Tucker.
Why do I keep saying Rucker? Maybe his teeth fell off because he was flying so fast on the field.
And he's a wide receiver, and he's got. And I was like, oh my god, where did this guy come from? He had like 1 target the week before, like 0 targets the week before that, like 1 target the week before. I was like, dude, this guy came out of nowhere.
He's a rookie too, I think.
So Trey Tucker, dude, 2 touchdowns. Am I going to pick him up? Am I going to put him on my waiver wire? Hell fucking no, because this is the biggest goddamn outlier game of all time. I don't know what to take from this game. I will put Zamir White on my waiver wire show because apparently that's the running back they want to roll with. But yeah, dude, I'm not going to put Trey Tucker. It's like I need to see this twice before I even believe in this thing at all.
I drafted Zamir White last year in our draft, but then you see they gave the ball every time to Josh Jacobs, so I had to let him go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
All right, Jason. Here we go. Michael Mayer. I said I said to sit everybody. Let me look. I said to pause. AOC. I said to play. I said to play Jacobs, but Zamir White. Yeah. Pause. Devontae Adams play. Michael Mayer. Pause. Yep. So I fucked. Wait, did Michael Myers do well? Can't remember.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown, so he got over like 10 points.
God damn it. So there you go. I messed up on that.
Yeah, he got his damage done in the beginning, in the first half.
Yeah, and honestly, like 5 targets is good. He was second on the team in targets, but I still would not start him next week. I mean, if you've got better options, I would just go with that.
Yeah, I don't think he's really done. I think it's maybe his second touchdown of the season, but he hasn't really done much. So this is like, what we keep saying. This is one of those outlier games. It's just everybody was able to score against the Chargers.
Yeah, he's had 6 or fewer fantasy points in each of the last 3 games heading into this game. So
yeah,
nothing you want to mess with, man. This is an outlier of a game. And then Jacoby Myers, Jason, I was like, pause him. And then he caught that touchdown. I was like, well, shit. So he got 9 points. 10 points in a half PPR league. So you have to say he was worth starting. I messed up.
He got like 14 points.
Oh, because he passed it. And he passed for a goddamn touchdown.
Yeah, and he's on my bench. On my bench.
So this is bad, dude. I mean, this game was just did not go how anybody thought. What the hell are we supposed to do about this, man?
Mm-hmm.
And Jason, I said to play the Raiders defense. I got that right. They got like 2 touchdowns. Apple bottom jeans.
Boots with the fur. Yeah, 3 sacks, 3 turnovers, 2 turnovers for touchdowns.
Boots with the Spurs.
Is that what it is?
Doug thought it was boots with the Spurs. Oh,
that's right.
And I was like, wait, the fuck, I think it's some kind of cowboy shit?
Yeah. Boots with the Spurs. Yeehaw.
Woo!
Man, I remember. Oh, lyrics back in the day.
All right.
Before Jason, YouTube. Yeah. Here we go.
I said to pause the kicker. I think you told me in the first quarter I should have started him.
No, I said, like, I wish you said to start him because I have him in my other league. And at first I was like, oh, he's not really scoring much. But I was like, dude, he got 9 points. I'm like, fuck.
9 extra points.
Isn't that crazy? And I was like, and that right there puts you in for kickers, that puts you in the top 5. Top 5 for points.
So I was like 40%, 40, something like that. Jason was 0%. Man, that game went so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's rough to watch. That's why I was like, where's the Clorox wipe? I'm going to put it in my lip like a chew and let the disinfected juice get in my system. Go straight to my heart so I could burn alive from the inside out. That's what I was feeling watching this damn game yesterday.
I'm just thinking about the Clorox wipes roll.
Yeah. Straight to the heart.
It's like me getting that. Oh yeah, it's like I'm gonna kill myself. Like I got like Clorox like spray. I'm just like,
yeah.
It's like you want me to do? Oh, been there for 5 minutes while I try to kill myself.
Right.
Hey, all right. Jason, do you remember that Slipknot? I don't know if it's Slipknot, but I tried to sing it the other day. I put my fingers into my eyes.
I push my fingers into my eyes.
It's the only way.
It makes me
take care.
Yeah, I love that song. That is Slipknot, by the way. It's Duality.
Duality of man, they say.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Jason.
Right, yeah. What's going on next? This game is crazy. It's like, really, what else are we going to talk about for this damn game, dude? This is just one of those games that happens once every 50 years. It sucks for fantasy, and it's good for fantasy, and it's horrible that it happened in the first week of the fantasy playoffs.
Yeah, I was like, at least the fucking 70-point drumming of the Broncos happened
week 2.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell, dude?
So, yeah. What's next?
Well, I do want to say, Jason.
What do you want to say?
So, the Las Vegas, right? The Vegas. I'm not going to piss off the Raider fans. Yeah, I will. The Vegas Raiders, right?
The Vegas.
They are going against Las Vegas. Dude, oh my God. Oh, they are at Kansas City next week. How do you feel about them repeating shit, or are they going to fall back down to earth?
They're at Kansas City.
Yeah.
They're going to be brought back to reality.
The duality of man, the reality of man. Nothing we like better than a good reality show here in America, Jason, and it's going to be good to watch next week when they get fucked up by Kansas City in that loud-ass stadium. We're going to be all, God damn, there's so much barbecue sauce on these ribs.
That's
Fucking
funny. I
Kansas City.
always think about that, too. Every time I think about Kansas City, I think about the barbecue sauce and wish I just had it.
And like, oh yeah, dude, if you're famous for your barbecue sauce, you're probably not famous. Barbecue's probably not very good. God damn it. You gotta do better on your meats over there, Kansas City. I'm talking shit because I like that Texas barbecue. I watch too much shit. Hey, tune in to our Super Bowl special. I will be showing you how to cook hot wings. Also, we got a music video coming out soon, Jason. My team has Christian McCaffrey. Your team is starting Bailey Zappy. Oh! We got a music video coming out. It's gonna drop hot.
It's good. Remember back in the day on MTV when they did a new video? It came out. It was like SP for spanking new.
Yeah.
Or SN for spanking new. We should get that little thing.
Thanks, Jason, for laughing and following along. I've been drinking. See this right here?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Jason. Starts of the week. Are you ready?
We made it. Starts of the week.
Okay. Who's your start of the week?
Michael Pittman. Oh! And I will go on the record. I will go on the record saying this is not really a big challenge. I am looking at what Michael Pittman's matchup and what he is expected. And in our half-point PPR, he's expected to get 12 points. And I definitely believe he will outproduce that. I got some stats right here. Real quick, he plays against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Michael Pittman Jr. has been a more effective wide receiver against man coverage, producing 0.56 fantasy points per route run. That's 16th, and a 80.2 receiving grade. That's 18th. So he's pretty decent against man coverage. And the Pittsburgh Steelers run man coverage 6th most in the NFL. And for Michael Pittman in man coverage versus zone coverage, Michael Pittman has done pretty well. He leads his team in his PPR points. And then what I want to go off a little bit more is that he plays left side of the field 33% of the time. He plays the slot 29% of the time. But he plays the right side of the field 37% of the time. And he averages 8% targets per route run. And that's pretty good. That's a light green. We like the green. We want the green. And he averages 0.07 fantasy points per route run on the right side. That's also on the light green too. So we're at the Steelers. I'm like, man, I don't want him facing against Joey Porter. Well, Jerry Porter's on the left side. He's over there 69% of the time. So he's going up against Levi Wallace, who plays the right side of the field 84% of the time. And in coverage, he's being targeted 25% of his routes in coverage, and he gives up 0.50 fantasy points per route run. That is a dark green. That's a forest green. Green means go. Green means go. You want to play this guy this week. He's projected 12 points. I believe this guy is going to get above that. He's going to get around 15 points. If you look at his last 5 games, he does not have a game under 15 points in PPR, and I do believe this will continue in the first round of the fantasy playoffs.
Yeah, Jason, I mean, I was looking at some stats talking about how Indianapolis actually might not have that great of a matchup, but then I remember, I used to want to target teams going against Pittsburgh because they stop the run, but they cannot stop. It's like one of those pass funnel defenses. And I haven't checked on Mika Fitzpatrick. I don't know if he's back. But still, dude, Yeah, Michael Pittman Jr. I have a bad take. I am biased against. I think that was last year, the year before.
Last year. Yeah, it was last
Yeah,
year.
so that's when I was listening to the fantasy footballers. Man, they're like, "This is the one guy, man, that we all believe." You know, it was all their my guy.
Yeah.
And that was I quit watching them before that season because we started our show, but I was like heavily influenced by them, and I wanted Michael Pittman. And dear God, that was the worst pick last year, dude. That was one of my worst picks ever of all time. So like now I see him doing well, super hyper targeted. Josh Downs, I thought was going to be that dude or turn into that guy. Michael Pittman is still that. So Michael Pittman, his floor is like fucking 10 points, Jason. So I think that's a great pick.
I know, and that's great. It's like he may not be getting a lot of touchdowns, but he has 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns this year. But because he gets the opportunities, he gets the targets, he gets the receptions. Tyler, he's 4th in the league in receptions this year.
That's crazy. I did not know that because I was like, I have not been paying too much attention to that since the beginning of the year, halfway through the year, when all my players were on that list. But it's falling off the list, so I quit looking.
Yeah. Since the bye week,
Junior's taking my players part my spot. What the fuck?
Since the bye week in week 11, he's had 16, 22, and 15 half-point PPR, and now he's home against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Bunch of bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that is good, Jason.
Like I said, not really of a challenge, but I want people to feel safe. You should be feeling pretty safe in starting this guy this week.
So, Jason, I said I had to convince myself of this, and now I've got to convince you guys of this. Of my start of the week, it is very selfish, Jason, but it is a situation I put myself into. This guy might be available on your waiver wire. He was dropped 2 weeks ago by somebody, I can't remember. Zay Jones. He is not Osmosis Jones. If you have the chance to watch Osmosis Jones, don't do it.
He's one of the guys that I was debating for if I wanted to do Zay Jones or Michael Pittman.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No shit, because there was like so much shit I was reading where it was like, Zay Jones, man, versus Baltimore. But the one thing I want to say is that I'm very afraid of Baltimore in Baltimore. And I listened to the Greg Cosell. He's like NFL film study for like the last 50 years. He was talking about what the Rams did to Baltimore. And I think that with the wide receivers that I wish Christian Kirk was there, kind of, but probably not. At the same time, I do think that the Jacksonville Jaguars and Doug Peterson as an offensive head coach can take some of these strategies and actually do well here. But Jason, Zay Jones, 14 targets last week and then 8 the week before that. That was his first week back from injury. Jacksonville does have a 26% pass blocking matchup advantage rating. You think that's good? You're like, oh, that's positive, right? That is week 15's 7th worst. So that's not great. But then you think about how many, 32 divided by, that's like 16. So that's almost average for the week if you think about it. And then Lawrence's ankle injury severely reduced his ability to throw on the move. When I was watching that game, I was like, yeah, right. Then I started reading the research. He was the 30th ranked, dude, 47.8 PFF passing grade in week 14. So that was not good. He had zero attempted next read passing attempts for the first time this year. So he just was hitting his first read every single time, pretty much. And then 9 of Ridley's 11 targets. So Calvin Ridley had 11. Zay Jones had fucking 14, okay?
Yeah.
But 9 of Ridley's 11 targets came between the sideline and the painted numbers. So very outside and at least 10 yards downfield. Baltimore's sideline coverage on targets, throwing at least 10 yards downfield and on the side, between those three, including, is like top 4 or 5 major categories, man. Success rate allowed, 31%. That's like number 1. Catch rate allowed, 31%. That's number 1. Guards per coverage step, 6.2. That's number. Anyways, everything that fucking Calvin really does well is exactly what Baltimore's defense is like top in the league at all through the whatever. And I do want to say that Zay Jones saw 5 splash zone targets to Ridley's 2 last week, despite Jones playing through a multi-month knee injury. So he's 1 week out of that knee injury. You saw what that did for Josh Downs after he came back from injury. So anyways, dude, I just see Zay Jones being like super targeted this game, and then Ridley will get Humphrey. I think his name's like Marlon Humphrey, dude, most of the game.
Yeah.
And then among like 65 cornerbacks with at least blah blah blah, he is 16th in catch rate allowed, 6th in yards per coverage snap. So Marlon Humphrey is like is their top cornerback. He's going to be assigned to Ridley if you look at like the left, right receiver, all that bullshit. And then Zay Jones, man, will most likely be facing Bradley Stevens. When I hear Bradley Stevens, I'm like, that motherfucker coached the goddamn Celtics, Jason.
I was thinking even Steven.
I love Even Stevens. I mean, if you're 37 years old like me and you were a loser, hey, dude, Even Stevens was a great show.
I thought it was funny.
I forget. Rin. Rin was the sister's name. Anyways.
Okay.
Jones, dude, he will most likely be facing that Stevens. He allows the highest target rate to opposing wide receivers at 22% for Baltimore, pretty much. And Humphreys is at 17%, and the other cornerback is like 18%. So yeah, Zay Jones is going to be getting the best matchup for most of the time. The Ravens, Jason, allowing the 11th most fantasy points to the right wide receiver over the last 4 games and the 14th most to the slot, dude. Those are the 2 positions that Zay Jones plays like 75%, more than like 80% of the time, dude. So like Zay Jones at least will be in position to do well against this fucking team. Dude, the Ravens have the 4th best passing matchup of the week. So what's his name has a great matchup. God damn it, what's his name, Jason? Lamar Jackson. So look for Jacksonville to have to get back into this game. Like, it's not going to be a low-scoring game, dude. Like, the Ravens will score points. So that is good for Zay Jones. Christian Kirk is gone, and Zay Jones, Jason, leads the team in target rate against man coverage. And then he's not doing great in points per route run. But with Calvin Ridley getting that tough assignment and Christian Kirk being gone, I think that will turn around. So target rate up, points per route run down, but because of the opportunities with Christian Kirk there, I just see I see Zay Jones. I don't know if I can convince you with all that bullshit. Do you think that Zay Jones might be okay?
Absolutely. This is one of the guys I was actually looking at on my start of the week. All that yards per route run, the fantasy points per route run, throw that out of the goddamn window. Woo! Because, Tyler, you said it best. Jacksonville is going to have to throw the ball in this game. This isn't going to be a 14-10 game. This is going to be a 31-28 score game, and Baltimore's going to take the lead. They're going to do their thing. They're going to do their thing. Trevor Lawrence is going to have to play catch up. He's going to be throwing the ball a lot. So Zay Jones is going to be a part of that. Like you said, he had 14 targets last week, only 5 receptions, and that's his catch rate for that game is lower than it normally is during the whole season. So you expect that to improve. Where if he's getting 14 targets again, he's going to have around like 8, 9, 10 receptions. I think you got yourself a star of the week.
Thank you, Jason. I was like, I decided to start Zay Jones over Joshua Palmer. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to convince myself that was a good decision. All right. But Jason, I do want to say Baltimore, dude, was the number 2 pass defense in weeks 1 through 9, right behind Cleveland. They are number 9 in weeks 10 through 14, and like they were dominant, dude, and now they are pretty much average. So getting really close to being like, I don't know, like you can play, you know what I'm saying, like Jason, like they were to be feared in the first 9 weeks over the last 4 weeks.
Also,
it's okay.
I think it's like the teams they've also faced against, but look what happened last week where we had Cooper Kupp did well against them.
That's what I was like, dude. I was like, man, these wide receivers were killing them last week. So I'm actually
some guy named was it DeMarco Robinson?
Dude, Demarcus Robinson.
Robinson.
Who the Kansas City Chiefs wish they had, dude.
Yeah. They all did well against the Baltimore Ravens last week in Baltimore.
All right, dude. So thank you, Jason. Also, you ready for my secret starts of the week?
Yeah.
Guess who it's going to be? Demario Douglas.
Oh, that's I knew it, dude. I knew it.
I'm coming back to the well, Jason.
I was gonna say I knew it. I was looking at this and I was like, you know what? I bet Tyler's gonna do this for his like secret start. I'm gonna leave this alone. I do believe this is a very good opportunity for Douglas to put up at least flex numbers against this matchup against Kansas. Oh, what? Go on. Wait,
It's a
hold
low
up.
ceiling. It's a low ceiling because
Oh,
he is
okay.
the best wide receiver versus man, Jason. And Kansas City Chiefs play man like at a top 10 rate, but they allow like 8.6 explosive rate, while man coverage at second best. Just 5 yards coverage snap while in man. That is sixth best. But Demario Douglas, dude, 31%. That is elite versus man. 0.4 routes per run, dude. It's like it's tied for 40th. That's not great, but it's because that goddamn quarterback. But dude, I'm telling you, he will get a ton of targets, man. So at least start Demario Douglas, man, in your flex, and you'll be okay. If I swear to God, dude, Jason, if Demario Douglas was available, I think I would have started him over Zay Jones.
Yeah, I don't see this being a running type of game. I see this a passing game in Foxborough.
Jason, all right, here we go.
Oh.
Deonta Foreman.
Oh, good. I like this.
So Deonta
Tell
Foreman.
me why. Tell me why.
Tell me why. Tell me why. No, that's not right. That's different. I was like, wait. Tell me more. Tell me more. Does he have a car? Uh-huh.
Does he have a car?
Dude, if you grew up when I grew up and you were poor, you probably watched Grease on fucking national television because it came on all the time when we were kids.
Yeah, and if you're our age, you're the only type of people that say national television.
God damn it.
National television.
Deontay, dude, Jason, the Bears have the 5th most rushing yards per game over the last 3. 148 yards per game, Jason.
But we round up.
I know. That's what I was thinking too. Cleveland giving up the 14th most rushing yards over the last 3. Their pass defense is good, great. They can sack the passer, but dude, you can rush against this team. And the Bears, dude, you got to worry about Justin Fields, and then Deonta Foreman's coming up your butt. Deonta Foreman I think he had a 50% snap share last week, led the team by like 20%. And that was his first week back from IR, or not IR, but being injured for multiple weeks. So look for Deonta Foreman to be heavily used, dude. I would not be surprised if he had 60 yards, 50 yards, and a touchdown this week.
That is great. This is what I want to hear. I need him to keep doing well. He is obviously the, what's his name? Matt Flabbergas, the coach.
Eberflus.
Him too. Foreman is their
flabbergasted.
Foreman is their favorite running back. And with the stats from last week, he's going to be the goal line back. He could do well for you, especially if they get to the goal line. You know they're going to want to give him the ball. This is a good matchup. He is probably the better back on that team because we're not seeing much from anybody else.
And then, Jason, I do want to cover one more person. I know that he is not available in your waiver wire, but he was my backup. I really wanted to do him as my start of the week. But Jason is going against him. First round of fantasy playoffs this week. Rachaad White.
I'm also playing him in my other league. So tell me more. Tell me more.
Green Bay allowing the second most rushing yards over the last 3 games at 166 yards per game. And if you tell me that about Rachaad White's matchup, I'm like, well, shit. This guy is a pass-catching specialist, Jason. And now he gets to run the goddamn ball. So, a plane is flying over right now. I know where you are. Anyways.
They know where Jason, you are,
Rachaad
too.
White, if you tell me he's got a good rushing matchup, that's never good.
Yeah, Rachaad White is going to be on those championship teams this year that Tyler will do a video later in the year. No, he's not?
No, I'm just saying, he was one of my busts of the year, Jason.
And when he's getting the receptions like he does from Baker Mayfield, that definitely helps out a lot.
Baker Mayfield wouldn't throw the ball to Christian McCaffrey. Now he's throwing the ball to Rachaad White, and he looked real bad in preseason. I'm so mad.
You did a good impression of yourself.
If it was myself, Jason, you did an impression of myself. I could do that.
I did an impression of you?
Go, hey, fucking blah, 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 fucking blah, 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 fucking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just an angry man is an impression of Tyler.
There's a line here.
There's a line? Are you kidding me? There's a line to get the goddamn chicken? We've been here for 20 minutes. Back of the line, buddy. There's no upsies.
Get out the car. Get out the car.
Get out the car. Get out the car right now. Yeah.
I'm ready to die right now. Are you?
Yeah, I'm ready to die right now. I'm okay with death right now.
Oh. All right. Anyways, this is my impression of Jason. I don't care. I don't care about anything.
I didn't even know there was a line. There's a line here? I thought this line was for the bathroom. Oh, man. Can someone point me to the freaking bathroom, please?
Funny that we're best friends. We're like, fucking. Like, ah. All right, guys. Anyways, what the hell am I doing? That is the show.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that is the show. I was like, did I have anybody else? Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we earned a thumbs up, man. Hopefully we earned a subscription. If you are not already subscribed and you're watching this shit, you think it's funny, you think it's informative, please like the show, man, so we can take the show to a whole nother level. Because we need it, dude. We need, like, enough subscribers to maybe get some cash in these pockets so we can put towards this show.
Yeah. Go on another level.
Yeah, dude, because that's what we need to do. We need to allocate more time and resources towards this Shia. All right, Jason, please send us out.
All right, so we got Tyler Live on Sunday. Then we got the Waiver Wire Sunday night. And then we got the video coming out next Tuesday of our Week 15 reactions. Make sure you're there, because I will talk to you there, and I'll talk to you then. Deuces.
Jason just rhymed there with there. Woo!
Talented.
This is the Fantasy Red Zone, and we appreciate you.